Hello, welcome guys. This is the Forex Crypto Hub lesson 3 for beginners, and we have seen in lesson 1, lesson 2, we have talked of very basic things. So in this lesson 3, we are going to continue and look on a few important things, and that's the one we will be looking at today is about when you can trade or the trading sessions. So on this lesson 3, the YouTube video is going to have part 1 and part 2. So once you watch part 1, go and check on part 2. So now let's check on trading sessions. A trading session refers to the active trading hours of a specific region. So take an example here in our country, Kenya. The time when the banks open at 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. That is what we can call a trading session, because if maybe you are to buy shares, to buy bonds, that is the time you can do it. Once the market is closed, you can't do that. So once the session is closed in what we call the Nairobi Security Exchanges, you can't do what? You can't buy shares. But when it's on, you can buy shares. Same happens in Forex. So same happens in Forex. So we are going to check on the trading sessions. We have major trading sessions, which some traders say they are 3 and some say they are 4. So let's dive into it. So as you can see from my chart or from my screen, we have session, we have country, we have currency, we have the open and the close. Open is when the session starts, close is when the session ends. So the first session is a seeding session. The country that is faced or affected directly here is Austria, and the currencies you can trade best during this time is Australian dollar pairs and New Zealand dollar pairs, right? So what I mean is if a pair has the Australian dollar as either the base or the quote, you can trade it best during this seeding session. If a pair has the New Zealand dollar as either the base or the quote, you can trade it best during this time. So it doesn't matter if Australian dollar comes first or second, or New Zealand dollar comes first or second, as long as that pair has these two pairs, sorry, not pairs, but these two currencies, that is Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar in them, at this time you can trade the pair, because it will be volatile or it will be moving, because now the session is on, meaning there's money circulation, right? So the session opens at 11 p.m. and closes at 8 a.m. and closes at 8 a.m. The second session we are going to have, or the second session we have, is Sydney session. Sorry, Tokyo session is Tokyo session. The country here is Japan. The currency being affected here is JPY or Japanese yen. The session opens at 3 a.m. and closes at 12 p.m. Then after that, the next session we're going to be having will be London session. London session is for the United Kingdom or the UK, and you can best trade pairs with the euro and pairs with the pound or GBP as either the base or the quote. As long as these two currencies appear in a pair, you can best trade them during the London session. And London session opens at 11 a.m. and closes at 8 p.m. Then the last one is the New York session. And New York session is best for the country we have is the United States. Then the currencies is US dollar pairs, and Canadian dollar pairs. The session opens at 4 p.m. and runs all the way to 12 midnight, right? So we have some keynotes there whereby you get to understand that Sydney and Tokyo, they are termed as Asian session in general. So there are traders who will tell you we have Asian session, London session, and New York session. They will not mention them as four as we have just learned there. That is Sydney, Tokyo, London, and New York. But they will tell you it's Asian, London, and New York, which is still okay. London and New York are the most active sessions. London and New York are the most active sessions. London New York overlap starts at 4 p.m. and is the most volatile and most advisable for trading. So what I can say is that when when a new session opens, it gets another one still running. So that is now what we call an overlap. Two sessions taking place at the same time. That is what we call an overlap, right? And something else you need to know is that every trading sessions takes 8 hours or runs for 8 hours, right? So the last point here was what? The last point was uh, NYSE, that stands for New York Stock Exchange, opens at 4:30 p.m. and is best for trading the US stocks and indices, right? Note trading session time periods. There are two periods used in forex trading sessions.